Hello Libra, welcome to your reading for May the 9th through to the 16th. And as always, it's going to be a general reading, so please take the bits that resonate and leave the other bits for someone else. Let's welcome in now the Archangels, Ascendant Masters, Light Beings, Spirit Guides, our higher selves, and any animal, ancestral or dragon guides you feel resonant with, Libra. And also just a reminder for you to, if something, other meanings come up for you, the images on these cards, please use your own intuition, okay? Listen to your own intuition. And let's see, we have a card to jump here. So we've got the Page of Cups, Page of Pentacles, the Fool, and the King of Pentacles. Okay, two pages to start. Page of Water and the Page of Earth. So water and earth, so very nurturing energies, sort of going with the flow as well. And this could also be your inner child here, Libra. Feeling really grounded and practical. Maybe you're looking at learning something new here. You could be doing a project with your hands, like something tangible, hands-on, practical. And here you have the emotional, the Page of Cups. So looking at your emotions, your creative, your spiritual, your intuitive. Okay, maybe these aspects of you you've been tapping into. And there could be something creative that you are doing that's sort of allowing you to express this creativity, intuition, spirituality in a project of sorts. I feel like it could be something new or original that you're doing, but it could also be really, like an inner child sort of feeling for you when you're doing this. So maybe you are, very inspired to do these projects or this project. Okay, they had flipped, so I'll grab that. We've got two here as well. Ten of Swords and the Hierophant. And underneath we have the Nine of Wands and the Three of Pentacles. So, yeah, I mean, you've got here the current energy. I think just recently you've sort of tapped into some new experiences here, Libra, and recently at the moment you're kind of finishing up with something. And I think this is the element of air that you're finishing up with, which is interesting because you are an air sign. Okay, you're a cardinal air. I think the next element in the cycle is fire, earth, air, water. So, you've got your Page of Cups here. So I think maybe you are going to be moving into the realm of the emotions, of the creative, of the spiritual, okay? This is, you here, Hierophant, feeling, I think, very centered in terms of spiritual and material. And there could also be something here talking about traditions or old values or outmoded ways of believing or outmoded values, okay, that no longer resonate. And maybe you're letting go of this stuff that's no longer resonating for you with regard to beliefs and values. So Libra, underlying theme, we have there's the Nine of Wands and the Three of Pentacles. So this is indeed about you becoming creative. And maybe you're going to be using some of your mastery. This is your Nine of Wands, so you're very masterful in certain areas, and maybe you're going to be applying those skills to do something creative. Or it could be that this thing here, Nine of Wands, is something that you are very good at, that you've got a lot of expertise in over the years, but maybe you are looking at wrapping that up soon, given that it's a 9. And maybe you're going to be, replacing that with something else creative or earth-based, practical, tangible, maybe even to do with health and well-being as well, okay? So the earth suit also talks about the body, okay? So, physical health and well-being. There's definitely a newness, a freshness here, Libra, that you're going to be sort of activating these elements of water and earth. So being very grounded and very nurturing and going with the flow. Definitely, because you have the Fool here, general direction moving forward. The Fool does indeed go with the flow, okay? And inner child, very source connected, very sort of resonant with the pages there. so across the center of your reading. And you also have the Page of Pentacles. So this is, you know, an interesting balance of, it's almost like parent and child here. The King is actually very nurturing, okay, all about growth, you know, I guess planting the seeds that will grow over the long term. So maybe this is something that you, whatever it is, this new thing that you are moving into, Libra, maybe you can see that it is going to grow over the long term and that it could potentially lead to some abundance for you. Yeah. Let's have a look at your outcome now. And maybe something you may not be aware of as well. Let's have a look. Just want something to jump here. Strength. Great. Yep. Strength. And the Page of Swords, another page. Seven of Cups and the Magician. Wow, okay. Well, let's have a look at this here. So outcome. Activating your strength. You are going to be able to use your will, okay, and your drive, your ability to overcome any inner obstacles that, you know, this thing, particularly these things that you are letting go of, if they have sort of been acting a little bit like obstacles in your life, that you are going to be able to overcome those obstacles. You also are going to be able to finish up with something, whatever that was, and move into a new thing. And this is because of, you know, Page of Swords. You have a natural curiosity, an ability to use your mind, to think, to question, to communicate. And this is sort of also a bit of an inner child energy, because I think there's a higher frequency that I think is sort of coming in here for you. Given that you've got the Fool here, there's like a source connection happening. And I feel that you are open to new information coming in now. And you're also going to be able to use your discernment, your strength, and your discernment and discipline here to really sort through all the information that's coming in to your field, okay? What you may not be aware of is that you do have a lot of talent, skills, and abilities here with the Magician. You know, you have a lot of all the elements at your disposal, basically, Libra, okay? And that there will be more options open to you, and there will be choices that you will have to make in the future. There could also potentially be distractions that you will need to navigate through. But because you have all these elements here, fire, earth, air, water, okay, you're going to be able to navigate it well, okay? You're going to be able to use your mind discernment when you need to. You're going to be able to go with the flow when you need to, with the water element. The fire element, you're going to be able to activate yourself and move into action. What I missed? Air, yeah. Fire, earth, air, earth, yeah. You're going to be able to ground yourself, right? You are an air sign, so you have plenty of that. So you're able to use your mind, intellect in the right way there. So, which is right for you, okay. Let's grab some spirit guidance here as well. Strength again. Yeah, there's something about your will, your desire, your abilities to overcome internal and external obstacles here, Libra. Okay. That has come out again. So you have strength twice in your reading. You also have Page of Cups again and the World, which is really nice. World did come out in the pre-shuffle as well. So Page of Cups. Okay, this idea of you going with the flow more, moving into creativity, spirituality, and, you know, I guess letting go of that element of air a little bit, like letting that sort of dissolve, and maybe applying some heat to it and creating a bit of steam, aka water here, that is going to help you to move into this greater sense of freedom and a higher frequency, but also allowing you to, I guess, fulfill responsibilities that you're needing to fulfill. And this energy here is almost embodied in your general direction moving forward, because you have the freedom of the Fool and the responsibilities being able to be fulfilled here in the King of Pentacles. So this is a really nice energy confirmation spirit saying, yeah, you're going to be able to, you know, move in both a spirit and matter, okay? You also have this with the Hierophant, talking about the spiritual and the material. So taking care of practical responsibilities and being able to use your mind, your consciousness and your soul energy, your creativity in high frequency ways as well. And yeah, and the strength again, which we've already mentioned. Yeah, your ability to discern, to be disciplined is going to be really helpful, okay? Because you're going to be able to create those practices and strategies that will enable you to move into this greater sense of freedom, okay? Not only that, you have all of your, you know, all of the elements there at your disposal. 3 of Wands. Yeah. You know, with this inner child energy that's come forward, there's some new things that you're interested in now, and some things are wrapping up in your life, but this is the next phase, okay? So you're going to be moving forward with a new, fresh energy here, Libra. 4 of Pentacles, yeah, this is about you meditating, creating that foundation, becoming present with yourself, exercising gratitude, peace, balance, you know, but also being very grounded. Yeah, so I think you're going to be less in the head and more sort of in the body. So you're probably going to feel that your consciousness is balancing out. So any grounding practices you can do are going to be helpful. The Hierophant is actually an earth energy card as well. So just remember to ground yourself. 2 of Cups. Yeah, very... a greater sort of self-understanding, a higher level of self-understanding coming through for you, Libra. Your ego and your higher self, you know, definitely your inner child, and your, you know, your higher self or your inner child and your ego coming into greater understanding as well. And here we have the 10 of Wands. Yeah, 10 of Swords and 10 of Wands. So there's something that is wrapping up, finishing up here, and I think you're going to be taking off a lot of this burden here. You're going to be releasing a lot of burden that you've been carrying. And I feel like perhaps it's been carried, you know, in this, in the intellectual, in the area of in the element of earth, okay, element of air, sorry. And the, you know, that element of fire. You've had to exercise your will a lot. In terms of, yeah, drive, but I think you're going to be moving into a more relaxed, peaceful kind of flow energy. That's what this is sort of feeling like at this moment in here, at the moment in your reading. Surrender. Yeah. Let's have a look. Here we have that water element. Release misaligned energies, retune to your truth. Yeah, and here's that water. There's a waterfall there. There's a horse, you know, a person here. Realign, yeah, misaligned energies. I feel that there's something about these 2 cards at the moment that you're really looking into this values, traditions, or beliefs that you've held that no longer align with you. Okay, and I think you're letting them go. And you're retuning to your truth here. Okay, you're going to, this is you in your truth, like the World card. You're retuning, and you've got all of these elements at your disposal here, Libra. You're exercising your strength, you know, your self-discipline, your willpower. And this is you also being source connected. So that's like the new energies, okay, being really feeling freer, lighter, happier, okay. Yeah, and have higher frequency. Oh, that's actually a unicorn. Did I say it was a horse? There we go. It's a unicorn. So allowing the magical into your life, Libra, is probably going to be a thing that you may find yourself doing. So, yeah, I think we might wrap it up there. I hope that's been helpful. Look forward to your next reading. In the meantime, have a great day, fantastic week, and I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.